morning, everybody. Welcome to iMove Central. It's time to move. I'm Michael.
I'm Rosalie.
And today we are going to do a little bit of cardio in the iMove Center. A little colder outside. We got some snow happening it's not usual where we live. So at any rate, we're going to get busy inside. And what we're going to do is one that I call the 3 Bs. It's kind of one I think that I invented. It used to just be the 2 Bs, but now I got a heavy bag, so I'm actually making it 3. So it's 25-minute time limit. The first 15 minutes is on the bike, and we're going to try and pre-exhaust the legs. All right. So I'm going to try and hold what I call race pace. I used to be in triathlon, and I used to be able to maintain a certain speed, for like say an hour for an Olympic distance triathlon. And I would hit that threshold. And so that's what we're trying to find here is that sweet spot where if I go too much over that, it's buggering me up. I can't hold it. Too much under it, I'm just kind of like playing, right? So I want to find that threshold for 15 minutes, pre-exhaust my legs, and then I'm going to hit this box out here. And so the box will be, that's the second B. And we'll do 45 seconds on where we'll do some plyo jumping on and off of it. And 15 seconds rest. I'll do that for 5 minutes. So that takes us to 20 minutes of our practice. The last 5 will be the heavy bag. That's the third B. And we'll do the same thing. Hit the bag for 45 seconds, rest for 15. We'll do some speed on the bag and maybe a little bit more force on the bag. So that's a part that I've added into it. So just imagine yourself, if you do have a bike at home, take 15 minutes or whatever time. Maybe it's 10 for you. Whatever works, and then maybe it's 20, whatever you like, right? And then give yourself that race pace, and then we'll meet back. On the box, 5 minutes on the bag. We just pre-exhausted ourselves on the bike, so I'm gonna take the first minute of the box for a rest, so we get 4 minutes on the box, and then I'll take the first minute of the bag for a rest and 4 minutes on the bag. Okay, so we'll go as soon as this thing clicks through its minute. It'll go through 45 seconds beep, then 15 seconds beep. At the end of that beep will go, right? And you get 5 seconds more. All right, so we got 4 minutes on the box, and we're gonna go pretty good. Just wait, now we got 15 more seconds. So we get 1 minute transition off the bike, all right?
Okay.
And then we're gonna go here in the next few seconds. I'll go. So we're trying to get our plyometric movement in here, which is our explosive move up, as best we can on pre-exhausted legs. This is the training effect. Okay, now we got 15 and you got 10. And now we'll go side to side. Big breath. Deep breath. Try and recover. Okay, there's me. Now you rest. 5 more seconds. And then you go. This is our skater motion. If you're a hockey player, you could really benefit from this. Whoa. cardio. If you hadn't noticed. Atta girl. No, we get a minute 15 rest. Okay. We're down the box.
Oh. Okay, so change gloves then?
Yeah. You need these ones. You got a minute. Where's your other one? Oh, there it is. Okay, you'll see the cardio. Something as simple as that box. And a beautiful ride. Race-paced ride. We both push pretty hard in the ride. So we're taking 1 minute out of the 5 minutes for the bag to rest.
Okay.
Still got 15 seconds left. Where are you going to stand?
Here.
Okay. Next heat we go for 45 and you can take a few seconds and then chime in, right? Don't think that's not a load, because it is. Right, that's round one. We got 4 rounds.
Piece of cake. Not.
All right. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. Round 2. One of them boxers got to be in such good shape. Whoa. down 3. Last round coming up. Here we go. And he comes out with a flurry. He's hitting the bag like Rocky. Boom, boom. Hitting that beef, side of beef. All right.
There we go.
All right.
That's it.
Whoa, that's got it. How'd that go? All right, bike box bag cardio, take it away.
Bike box bag bitchy.
4 B's.
Actually, it wasn't too bitchy. It was the bomb.
Oh, 5 B's.
Yeah, bitchy bomb. The bike, I was varying my speeds. I found overall the idea in yoga philosophy, we call it the bhavana. Holding that bhavana that I'm racing, that I'm looking straight ahead and I'm wanting to win this race.
Nice.
That was my
Nice.
that was my mental climate
Nice.
while going through the whole experience. I varied my intensity from gearing up to gearing down. I definitely pushed myself. Of course, I didn't go my maximum speed because I would never be able to hold that for 15 minutes. So occasionally I would just like really give her every little ounce of energy I had and then just back off slightly, like as Michael said, 80%. I definitely gave 80%. The box, I occasionally took a rest while I was going through it, which for me is a big thing because I usually, out of my ego sense, do not want to do that. But actually, by the last round, I went right through it without a rest. And I focused on the plyometric energy of just like that explosive energy of moving up. That was one of my focal points. As for the bag, I had that preliminary instruction from Michael a couple of videos back where I actually created a video called The Duel where I challenged this man to a duel and I beat him to a pulp. Not quite, but somewhat. And yeah, so I really concentrated on trying to get that right thrust and that little rotation of the wrist so that my knuckles were hitting the bag at the right time. And so that was my performance level today. In terms of the cardio, I started sweating profusely on the bike in the latter part of it. And I would say definitely I got cardio, but the cardio that gets me the most is running up the stairs. Like, I don't get that kind of cardio in this practice. I didn't get that kind of like intensity where I feel like I'm gasping.
Well, that's the box though, right? If you don't stop, if you keep going on that box, you get there, right? The box kicks you. It's if you back off on the box, but ultimately that's just a step, right? You can take as many steps on that box as you want. Pretend there's like 180 up and down, right?
Yeah.
It's just do what you go as hard as you can in the 45 seconds, but it kicks you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I have no complaints about
Yeah.
my efforts, really. Like, I know that I did the best I could. I honored my body. I took care of myself. And I built up, like when I first got onto the box, it was right after the bike. 15 minutes of like unbroken intensity. So it was a little understandable. I was able to give myself that permission to take an extra couple of seconds to just reboot and then go through it again. And by the time I did the last repetition, I went right through.
Yeah, I think the point I'm making is not your effort at all, right? It's just the box will kick you. Trust me, guys, you get on that box, if 45 seconds ain't enough, get on it for a minute. If that ain't enough, get on it for 2. That box will kick you as hard as any hill will. And I've ran hills all over everywhere. That box will do the same thing. You just get what you need out of it, right?
Yeah, for sure. If you do that,
it will.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I definitely got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I have to say about the practice itself.
Okay, so I went after, we had done a strength practice 2 days ago on the lower body. Yesterday we did an upper body strength practice. So I wasn't looking today for a lot of lifting. Today I was looking for more movement. And I felt like both of the previous practices are not really cardio based. So that's what led me to this practice today and why I went after the cardio and the movement, right? So it was a perfect practice, like after we had done the other 2. So I wound up getting, I love the feeling of being on a bike under my own power and just putting the pedal to the middle. It's just something I enjoy, right? So I got some real good enjoyment out of that. The idea was to pre-exhaust my legs, so by the time I hit that box, it was going to be harder, right? And so we did do that. And then the challenge is to work through that for me, right? My challenge is to work through that transition from bike to box and get the cardio I need, because that's when the cardio really starts to get me going, right? Is when I get on the box. And then I'm actually quite surprised. I recently started to do incorporate the heavy bag more and more into the different practices, and recognizing, the cardio benefit of that. Like, we kind of forget as we age and stage how beneficial skipping is for us. We kind of forget it as what it really is a cardio. It's a beautiful practice we do in our youth, but we don't know it. And we also can shadow box when we're kids and stuff like that. And we kind of forgot it. And I got into the boxing part here again, and I'm surprised that, the level of fitness and effort that it takes, commitment it takes to hold it for those 45 seconds and hitting that bag and then taking a brief rest and coming back. So I have a total new respect for the kind of shape those boxers have to be in, right? So that's my take on it. I really got what I needed, right?
We were watching one of those boxing Netflix series, and no, it was actually a boxing match where somebody got hit like so hard with that punch and sustained it.
Yeah.
And you were saying how, if he didn't get put out by that punch, now he was just going to win.
Yeah, that was that McGregor fight,
Yeah.
right? The last one there.
That's
and
right.
he gave his best shots, and his opponent kind of like took it and went, okay, if that's all you got, I think I've gained some confidence.
But
right?
I tell you, I just imagine what that would feel like, and being able to sustain a blow like that.
Yeah.
Your bones, your skull needs to be made of steel to sustain
And
that.
keep going. So that's the thing about the boxers. They're not just trying to stay in shape and box, they're getting hit. And they have to still overcome that and keep moving. So hats off, right?
I've never understood that sport, I've got to say.
At any rate, this was as close as we're coming to a boxing match. Although Missy and I might throw the gloves on and have a little spar once in for next time we get into an argument. I think we could set this up and
exactly.
and we could throw the gloves on, right, and have a little sparring match. It might be fun. So, at any rate, any kind words as we close?
Yes, actually, today, one of the big things that I noticed, and it actually is a bit of a follow-up on our conversation earlier today, which is the power of attraction. How what you think is what you attract. And if you think, I'm tired, you feel tired. If you think, I'm racing, I'm doing this, let me feel all the ways that I could experience my speed, my strength, my stamina. That was what I was doing today on the bike. And in general, like, that was the takeaway, that we want to apply this to all aspects of our lives, that where we place our attention, when we are performing any given task or interacting with the world or those around us in any way, that we keep our attention on that which is life-giving, life-supporting, that gives us energy to fulfill our intention. So how we shape our thinking is really significant in how we are going to experience the world that we create around us. Because actually, this world is the outcome of our thought. So we want to continuously refine our thought. When we do practices like this, the I Move practice, you cannot help but appreciate yourself for it. It cannot be anything but a good thing that you have put yourself, that you've attracted your strength, your commitment, your push, your perseverance. You have dedicated yourself to the intelligence of the body, to its strength, to the message that it has to convey to the knower that it is the house of. That knower knows when the body is strong and capable, the knower feels at peace. So we cannot fail when we are really helping our body to discover its continuously expandable limits. So may we all know that. May we all know our infinite limit.
And so just for me to close, again, a showcase that a 25-minute practice with the right intensity level, the right components, thoughtful practice for where you're at in your week, your wellness week, is so doable. It's so obtainable. We can all find 25 minutes in our day. I've been as busy as anybody's been over the course of my lifetime. And I've always been able to find, a bit of time in a day for looking after myself, right? So the 25 minutes seems to work well, and just want to remind you that this is your gift, all right? From top of your head to the feet, bottom of your feet. It's your gift from Creator in this world, in this lifetime, and I'm asking you to honor it. Missy and I honor ours. We each take ownership and do it. No one can do it for you, so it's on you.
Swaha.
Till next time.